Akron's historic Mayflower Hotel, which, if you know Akron's history, this was once one of the finest accommodations in town. When the Soapbox Derby happened, as is happening this weekend, there would always be a celebrity, like sort of guest of honor, and so all these famous movie stars and so forth stayed here. I think Ronald Reagan and his chimp both stayed in this hotel, Monzo, and so it was like, for like much of downtown, it was like the first class of everything and of a thriving industrial city. By the years that we've been talking about, and up to the present, it's been subsidized housing for low rent housing, and a lot of the residents were street people who we would know of by being downtown. And so there's a story in the book that takes place back up the street a little ways at a bar that was called the Taj Mahal. The reason it was called the Taj Mahal, it was owned by two ancient brothers, one of whom was a world traveler. And so he had the bar decorated with photographs and artifacts from his travels. And the decorations included like a large diorama of the Taj Mahal that was set on like a card table near the entrance with an actual moat with goldfish in it. But the problem is that a lot of the patrons of the bar kind of had the shakes, and so I was always worried about the goldfish, like being poisoned by alcohol that got spilled accidentally into the moat. So when it was time to celebrate John's bachelor party, of course we decided we would go to the Taj Mahal. And so there's a long sort of Were you?
Yeah.
So you're still here?
Oh yeah.
All right. So the night of John's bachelor party, we started drinking with these two old men who were these fascinating characters. One had this like sort of like formal affectation. He spoke like in a very regal tone, and he was wearing a suit and tie. And the other guy was this guy we knew who was like an artist downtown. He actually wore a sandwich board for the restaurant. Where did we get it? So for Sarah's Deli, he would walk around in a sandwich board, but he was a painter, and he painted these really cheesy, like kind of Hallmark kind of images. Yeah, go ahead. So we ended up like just connecting with these guys and having this bizarre, surreal experience that ended with my friend John in a headlock with one of the old men who had too much to drink. And I was trying to decide, I've never been in a fight, and decide if my first fight, if I wanted it to be with an old man. Let's read the book. It's a better story than I just told it. But it was so, again, it was like this unique experience that you couldn't have manufactured. It was just this random stuff that we just took whatever was here and used it. All right, so